I'ma say something I never thought I'd say before watching this episode. Let Tenten cook! What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're back on that Naruto filler, and you already know I've got a banger for y'all. This episode, surprisingly, it's one where Tenten actually gets some shine. What? Yeah, I know, that sentence alone is rare air, but trust me, it's as wild as it sounds. Now, before we get to the video, if you rock with anime content, then make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And today's question is, who's your favorite Naruto side character? Keep this. The episode kicks off with Tenten and Neji pulling up to this lab to grab some supplies that will help rebuild the Leaf Village. Off rip, from the way they're talking, we find out this ain't their first time here. They actually came to this same place 2 years ago on a mission, and just like that, boom, we get hit with a flashback. Cut to 2 years earlier, and Guy is giving the squad a mission briefing. He tells Neji and Tenten that since the village is shorthanded right now, D-rank missions will only be done by 3 Genin teams. But there's one small issue. Lee's still out of commission. Guy is already 10 steps ahead though. He hits them with the, don't worry, I already picked a replacement. And bro, Tenten and Neji are hyped. They got out of their seats thinking they're getting some elite reinforcement just to get hit with the worst plot twist. It's Naruto. And the moment they see him, they do not hold back.
He's our new teammate? Oh, I thought we'd get someone really cool.
Yeah. I swear, Naruto can't go a single filler episode without somebody throwing shade. Like, it's mandatory at this point. Somebody's always got his name in their mouth. That's tough, my boy. Guy hands the squad a scroll with the mission details and then drops a bomb. He appoints Tenten as team captain, and yo, that shit caught everyone off guard, even Tenten herself. No cap, this is a valid reaction. Think about it. You, a character who gets no screen time, barely any lines, and now suddenly you're leading the team? That's an insane jump in rankings. This is like Yamcha waking up and being told he's the U7 leader for the Tournament of Power. Anyway, Guy dips and leaves them to figure things out on their own. Neji turns to Tenten like, so what's the move, Captain? But she's still trying to process how she got promoted out of nowhere. And then here comes Naruto trying to be funny, talking about maybe Neji should be the leader instead. But to everyone's surprise, Tenten checks this nigga immediately.
Guy, I'm the captain and that's that. Can't breathe.
Nah, this is wild. Naruto, she is bitching you right now. I did not know Tenten had this kind of energy in her. I owe her an apology. I was not familiar with your game. Anyway, after pressing Naruto and asserting her dominance, she gets it together and the squad finally sets out on their mission. Cut to the 3 of them hopping through the forest and they finally pull up to the mission location, the same lab we saw at the beginning of the episode, or to be more specific,
the Hidden Leaf Ninja Tool Research Lab.
The mission is simple. Secure 1000 kunai and shuriken and see what kind of new ninja tools are available. So basically, they're doing Ninja Amazon Prime work, and honestly, now it makes perfect sense why Tenten is a team leader. This mission is literally about ninja tools. This is her literal whole brand. Naruto hears how many ninja tools they gotta bring back, and bro is flabbergasted. Like, there is no way they're hauling back that much steel through the forest. That's when Neji explains that thanks to Tenten's scrolls, she can seal and carry a whole arsenal with her at all times, and summon them whenever she needs. We cut to Tenten reading the mission scroll, and the more she sees about the ninja tools, the more hype she gets. She is geeking, but all that excitement gets cut short real quick when they hear an explosion come from the lab. They rush inside to see what's up, and that's when we meet the man behind the boom, Io, the dude who creates all the ninja tools. Tenten walks up to Io and tries to explain why they're there, but Buddy right here is in full panic mode, just running around like a mad scientist getting in her way. So what does she do? She smacks this nigga to the side. Nah, I did not know this is how Tenten was moving, putting hands on anybody that steps wrong. Alright then, carry on. Anyway, after asserting dominance, she tells Io she wants to see the new ninja tools he's been cooking up. So Io has his assistant bring them out, and let me tell you right now, these have got to be some of the dumbest, most unserious ninja tools I've ever seen. Let me show you what I mean. First up, we got the double-bladed kunai. Sounds fire, right? Except both blades are coated in poison, and there's no handle. Like, bro, where are we supposed to hold it? If you grip the middle wrong, you're slicing your own fingers off, and getting poison on top of that. Just look at what happens when Naruto gets scratched by it.
By the way, those blades are coated with poison, so be careful with that.
Sure, now you tell me.
Nah, that kunai folded bro with a swiftness. One tap and he was done. But the tomfoolery doesn't stop there. Io then shows off the next weapon.
A double-handled kunai!
Be so for real right now. Is this nigga serious? A kunai with no kunai. Just 2 handles. Nigga, that's not a weapon, that's a grip trainer! And then here comes Naruto with the jokes.
No blade? But that's pointless then.
You get it? No points, no blades. Naruto Uzumaki, comedic genius. Next up, the 1000 bladed shuriken. My man, how do you even hold that? Why would a shuriken even need 1000 blades? This ain't even a ninja tool. This is a hazard to everyone on the battlefield, including the user. Tenten immediately shuts that nonsense down, and honestly, I don't blame her. And just when you think he couldn't get any more unserious, Io pulls out the grand finale. Instead of the chain sickle, a sickle chain. Boy, if you don't... At this point, you can't convince me he's not just trolling. None of these are usable. This is 100% peak ninja bullshit. Naruto and Tenten are standing there completely unimpressed. Not a single one of Io's inventions has been even remotely practical. That's when Io hits them with the, wait, I've got one more. A bigger weapon. That gets Tenten's attention. Cut to outside and boom, we see this big ass shuriken. And attached to this master shuriken is Naruto. Yep, his final invention is something called a ninja shuriken, where the ninja pilots the shuriken using a little lever inside. They launch the thing and bro, Naruto is going through it. Peep this man's expression. That is the face of somebody realizing mid-flight he made the worst decision of his life. Io's assistant starts yelling, reminding Naruto about the lever. So he pulls it, and the next thing you know, sparks starts flying out the end of the shuriken, and boom, the whole thing just rockets forward, flinging both the shuriken and Naruto straight at the target. I know that hurt. Peep how Naruto gets up and immediately rushes this man Io. This is real rage. At this point, Tenten is done with the nonsense. She tells Io to just give them the regular weapons they came for in the first place. No more circus acts, no more wild inventions. But clearly, Io wasn't paying attention this entire episode, because he really thought she was asking. Nah, Tenten applies a little bit of pressure and suddenly Io remembers what fear feels like. Low-key, I've been sleeping on Tenten as a team captain. She is not playing around. That is not Tenten anymore. That's Big Ten, never the little one. Cut back to the lab and now Io and his assistant are just in there looking straight miserable, building normal kunai and shuriken. Tenten really came in and shut down all the tomfoolery. Turned the fun lab into a 9-to-5 real quick. Meanwhile, the squad steps outside to catch some fish. We see Tenten sitting on a rock, all sad and contemplative. Them whack-ass ninja tools really ruined her day. She opens up to Naruto about how she hoped to find a ninja tool that could help her fight more up front with Lee and Neji. She for real wants to be in the mix, not in the background tossing support tools. And Naruto's response is pretty much,
that sounds like a whole bunch of excuses. If you really want to get in the field so bad, stop complaining and throw hands.
Now let me tell you something, out of all the possible responses, I wasn't expecting Tenten to agree with Naruto. She just looks at him and nods and goes, you know what, bet. Before the conversation can go any further, we hear Neji off screen saying the fish is done. They head back to the lab to tell Io it's dinner time, but when they get there, bro is gone. Neji's first thought is that Io and his assistant just straight up dipped, but Tenten's not buying that. She tells Neji to activate his Byakugan and scan the area for clues. Sure enough, he finds a secret passage that leads underground. Cut to the three of them walking down a set of stairs and boom, they come across the trap. Naruto, being the certified rash dumbass that he is, immediately tries to rush in like it's nothing, but Tenten shuts that nonsense down quick. She points out the obvious. There's a whole dummy in the center of the trap with a fat red target on his chest. She turns to Neji like, you got this? And Neji, chest puffed out, confidence at 110, hits her with that, of course, then proceeds to line himself up perfectly centered in frame, all dramatic, and throws the kunai. Bro misses. Nah, Neji, what was that? You lined yourself up like you were filming a highlight reel and bricked the throw. You tried to aura farm and failed miserably. But wait, it gets worse. Not only does Neji miss, but the man sets off another trap. Luckily, he recovers fast and hits that gentle fist rotation to counter it. Clean spin, smooth execution. But peep his face after the move. Is this man smiling at the camera? Nah, he's still farming. This nigga turned the mistake into a highlight. So Tenten turns to Neji and tells him to fall back. She got this. She whips out a kunai and strolls up calm as hell. That she's done this 1,000 times. She launches the kunai with so much force it changed the whole color of the screen. Direct hit, trap disarmed. Neji, take notes. But just when you think it's time to celebrate, a whole wave of wooden dummies comes charging in. Doesn't matter though, Tenten is locked in. She jumps up midair, pulls out her ninja tool scroll and summons a full barrage of kunai like it's nothing. Wipes out every single dummy in one move. And the look on Naruto's face says it all. Pure disbelief, and honestly, same. I said it before, but let me double down. I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game, Tenten. You are putting up wilt numbers this episode. Cut to the squad opening this big ass door that leads to a room stacked with ninja tools. For Tenten, this is straight heaven. She immediately pops open her scroll and yells at Neji and Naruto to bring her everything. Nah, this is insane. Your first thought when you walk into a room full of ninja tools is to steal them all? You what? She's out of control. Somebody stop her. Naruto and Neji try to lift some of the tools, but they won't budge. These things are heavy as hell. That's when we hear Io again. He tells them they can't just take his tools without permission. Tenten tries to bargain with him, but he's not folding. He's standing 10 toes down for his invention. Io tells Tenten straight up he doesn't trust anyone who doesn't know how to use his inventions. Tenten hears this and immediately lets bro know. When it comes to ninja tools, I'm like that. And honestly, no lies detected. She's been showing out this whole episode. Io admits he was impressed by how she handled all the traps earlier and decides to test her for real. He brings out what he calls his finest creation, Jidanda. But just as he's about to explain what it does, boom, huge explosion outside the lab. Cut to a smoking crater right in front of the building. We see two mystery ninja pulling up, looking all grimy and menacing. You already know what time it is. They're here to hit a lick, trying to steal the ninja tools. Before they can make a move, Team Tenten locks in. Tenten wastes no time barking orders, telling Naruto to take the right, Neji to hit the left, and she'll cover from the rear. And just like that, it's time to get active. Naruto and Neji rush in, ready to throw hands, and that's when the two ninjas, whose names are Gamoru and Kusune, each pull out ninja tool scrolls and summon some heat. Gamoru pulls out a whip-like weapon and swings it at Naruto, but Naruto was able to dip and dodge real quick. Neji goes in with a kunai, textbook Hyuga precision. But bro gets blocked by Kusune's shield, and before bro can even react, that same shield swings back and decks him straight in the chest, sending him flying. Then it's Tenten's time to shine. She jumps into the air, pulls out two master shuriken, and launches them both at Gamoru and Kusune. But again, Kusune's shield comes in clutch, blocking them both like it's nothing. Io, who's watching the fight go down, peeps the weapons they're using, and instantly realizes something's off. Turns out, since the Leaf Village funding's been lacking, Io's own assistant has been selling ninja tools on the low, behind his back, straight up doing black market sales while bro's been in the lab cooking. So Io's assistant finally confesses his whole reason. They were just prototypes, so he thought it was fine.
You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Back to the fight, Gamoru swings the whip spear at Naruto, and Naruto actually blocks it, but then the whip swerves and bends the corner, slicing Naruto across the back. Neji tries to step up and throw some shuriken to cover Naruto, but Kusune blocks those too and fires projectiles out of his shield. Yo, real talk, you got fire ninja tools like these just laying around, but when the league comes asking, you hand them the double-handed kunai? Try! That weapon looked like it came out of a clearance bin at a Dollar Tree. I told y'all, he had to be trolling, and this just proves it. Anyway, Kusune keeps firing his shield projectiles, and Neji uses his rotation to block them all. Okay, clean move, but the second he stops spinning, he looks up, and Kusune is gone. Next thing you know, bro is in the air, raining bombs on Neji and lands a direct hit. Now, wait just a second. How did this man catch you lacking? He didn't burrow underground. He didn't disappear in a puff of smoke with a whole Byakugan. How did you lose track of someone doing zero stealth? Nah, Neji has been low-key trash this episode. Tenten's been hard carrying. Kusune lands thinking the fight is over, but suddenly Naruto walks out the smoke like a menace, Rasengan in hand, ready to go full demon time.
I'm shutting you down!
At this point, I'm numb. Naruto catching an L in filler episodes is just tradition. Honestly, I could start a whole Naruto own counter with how dirty he gets done. So with Naruto and Neji getting work, it's officially Tenten time. Io hands her his masterpiece ninja tool, the Jidanda. When she summons it, out pops this gigantic medieval final boss ass mace, which is cool and all, but I'm just hitting here like, how the hell is she supposed to swing that? You know what? Let me not even finish that sentence. I'ma say something I never thought I'd say before watching this episode. Let Tenten cook! Gamoru tries to run up on her, but Neji jumps in the block. Okay, redemption time? Gamoru keeps the pressure and still rocks Neji clean, sending him flying. Bro, Neji, what just happened? You just used rotation like 5 minutes ago. Now all of a sudden you forgot your own jutsu? Neji's thoughts after this episode gotta be in the negatives. Meanwhile, Naruto sees Neji get folded and knows he can't go out the same. He summons some shadow clones and they all rush Kusune. Okay, maybe he's cooking now. Nope. Kusune fires off a barrage of projectiles from his shield and just starts deleting every clone in sight. Naruto gets sent flying too, joining Neji on the packed up bench. At this point, Tenten is the last hope. She's the real main character of this filler, and it's time she proves it. Tenten picks up the handle for Jidanda and tells Neji and Naruto to get out of the way. Yes sir, she's about to cook up something crazy. The moment we've been waiting for. Big 10 in her bag. She winds up and hurls a whip-like strike at both Gamoru and Kusune. Kusune steps up with a shield thinking he's him. Wrong. The raw force of that hit sends bro flying. And let me tell you something, this right here was just the appetizer, because what follows next is the 10-10 masterclass. She yanks the handle, revealing an explosive tag that causes Jidanda to flip on its top. She then starts firing off even more explosive tags that builds momentum, lifting Jidanda into the sky more and more each time, but she's not done. She hits the reload, pulling out even more explosive tags, stacking the velocity. She grabs the handle, eyes locked in, then detonates the final tag. She swings Jidanda downward with all her might. Kusune sees this and desperately throws up the shield again. And at first, it looks like he tanked it, but Tenten was 3 steps ahead. The spikes on Jidanda, each hiding a secret explosive tag.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I...
She classed both Gamaru and Kasune with one swing, double KO. I'm talking straight up Dragon Ball dramatic ass ending, creator and all. And now it looks up for Tenten. She cooked up with the exact weapon she was supposed to be tested with. Surely she's earned some ninja tools for that win, right?
No, sorry.
Damn, fuck it. Might as well just hit up his assistant on the black market. He's the real plug anyway. Alright folks, if you enjoyed today's video, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to follow me on Instagram and X. And for the comments, who's your favorite Naruto side character who doesn't get enough love? I'm trying to see some real obscure answers down there. And until next time, peace.